All that snow is driving wildlife out of the mountains in search of food. But the plant they're finding may be to blame for the death of 19 elk in Mapleton. Matt Ruscone has more on what the Division of Wildlife Resources is calling a phenomenon. Matt?
Yeah, it's a plant found in many people's yards, and DNR says it's likely all of the snow in the mountains that's bringing the elk to areas like this where it's not quite so difficult to find food. When you live so close to the mountains like they do in Mapleton, it's no surprise to see elk herds on the move.
They're constant in our town. We're right at the foothills.
But what has been a surprise for Police Chief John Jackson,
But it's just been such a tough year for the elk.
is seeing the animals move lower and lower, and most recently, to see them not moving at all.
Didn't look like it'd been hit by a car or shot or anything. So we called the Division of Wildlife.
It's just an interesting phenomenon that this happened.
Scott Root has been with the division for 32 years.
We don't usually see that many, elk die, and we want to know why.
It started with 2 on January 21st, and over the next week, they kept getting calls for more and more dead elk.
We are now up to 19 dead elk.
The DNR took 3 back to a lab and found each of them had U plants in their stomach.
Yew plant is a common ornamental shrub-like plant used in landscaping, but it's also very toxic to animals.
Root says it's likely the deep snow driving the elk further into town, where they're exposed to plants they're not used to seeing or eating.
32 years of working for the division, I haven't seen this happen with the yew plant.
Root says there are a couple of herds of 80 to 100 elk in the area. He says they'll be okay, and Jackson hopes to continue seeing them moving.
Honestly, it's heartbreaking. It's 19 elk. They're beautiful. We love them.
Root says they're still waiting for the final toxicology report to confirm that it is, in fact, the U plant. Matt Ruscone, KSL 5 News.